Hello everybody, my name is Gattis Kandis and today I will tell you how I come up with all the ideas for my videos. A lot of people been asking over the years many times how do I do that, and I never answered it. And then lately some people also noticed that I have lots of thermometers on my wall, and they've been also asking what are those thermometers doing on my wall. And because these both questions are connected, so I decided I'm gonna make a video and reveal everything, tell you all my secrets. I'm just gonna bring it a bit closer so you can actually see. Those are thermometers, so there is one and then they keep going like all the way up to the ceiling. So here we go. So the optimal temperature for human body is 18 degrees Celsius, which equals 64.4 degrees Fahrenheit for American people. And so that's when your body feels the best. And it's especially true for your brain, because when it is 18 degrees around you, your brain feels more alert, because it does not have to spend the processing power to keep your body to temperature, to regulate your climate control. Because now when it is 18 degrees around you, now you have more brain power to do other things, and that's why you feel much more alert. Your eyes widen, your hearing gets better, and it just like, it feels, you get that tingling feeling sometimes when you go outside, when it's 18 degrees, and you just feel like in paradise, because you don't feel too cold and you don't feel too hot, and it just feels perfect. And that's it, that's the 18 degrees Celsius. And so this is what I'm always striving for. Whatever I'm doing, I'm trying to do it in 18 degrees Celsius, because then that's when I think the best. And so that's how I come up with the ideas, whether I be writing a song or thinking of a joke or writing a poem, or doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're doing it in 18 degrees Celsius, it's going to work the best. So the reason I have all the thermometers behind me is so I can measure different temperatures at the different heights in my room, because the temperature will not be the same in all the heights in your room. It's simply because your floor might be warm from the people living in the flat below you, so the warm air rises, and then there's constant motion of the air in your room. In perfect laboratory conditions, there would be all perfect temperature, but it's not like that in real life. That's why I have all the thermometers on my wall showing me the current temperature of any height, because currently you can see I have here 17.4, 17.7, 18.9, 18.6 and 18.3 degrees. So as you can see, like, all the temperature is different at the moment, and that's why when I'm doing something, I will go to the temperature that is nearest to 18 degrees, and then I'll be doing my thing. For example, at the moment, the nearest temperature to 18 is 17.6. So that's good. So I can just like pretty much stand, and I can be doing my creative thing. Or let's say if that was the nearest 18 degrees, then I could just step in my bed. And so now standing on my bed, I would be here. And so I would be here, doing writing a song. Or it also works the same for when you are talking to somebody, especially if you're talking to the girls, because when you're talking to the girls, you want to be most alert. So that's when you choose the right altitude, and then you talk, and because you're much more alert and you're much more funny and much more smart, and therefore much more attractive to girls. Or if the 18 degrees, at the moment there's actually 18.2 degrees on my bed, so that means if I lie down right now, if I'm lying down, and then I am most alert, and I can keep talking, and this way, to seduce the girls much easier. This is it. This is how I come up with the ideas for my videos. And so that is the reason I have thermometers on my wall. And it is best to have as many thermometers as possible, but at the moment I have only 5, so I have placed them at the best position. So one is on my bed, when I can lie down on a pillow. Then another one is at the sitting height, so if I'm sitting, I can sit and do my stuff. Or then the next one is when I'm standing, and so this one here is when I have to tiptoe, because it's a bit, well, for this one I can either tiptoe, or I can be standing in my bed and then just like crouching down a little bit, and then I can do my thing as well. And then the last but not least is the one where I can just like stand up straight in my bed. So yeah, it's like depending on how many thermometers you have, you just place them at the best positions for your body, you know, like whether you like sitting, standing, or whatever. That's where you place them, and then you just according to the temperature you choose where you're gonna do your thing. And just one more thing before I go, like if you are doing something that takes longer, you know, maybe you are spending 1 hour to work on a song or whatever you're doing, then it's a good idea to keep monitoring the temperature on these thermometers, because temperature change. So let's say you start by standing and this is 18 degrees, and as you keep, you know, working on your song, and then suddenly you realize the temperature has changed, so you need to actually follow it. You know, if this one has become closer to 18 degrees, so now you step in the bed and then you follow it and you keep working on it, because this way it's going to be most productive results you're going to get from yourself if you constantly keep following the 18 degrees or 64.4 degrees in Fahrenheit. And thank you very much for watching, and I will speak to you soon.